button from your Facebook page to a website or online store or contact page, whatever it might be, we're going to add some buttons. The buttons that we're going to add are going to appear in this area here. At the moment you can see we've just got two. One is the likes, standard likes and standard photo tab. We're going to add three more which are going to appear in this area here, and we're going to design them so that they match with our page and then link to a website or web page or online store, as I've just said. Now, in order to have your buttons, you need to create these in a graphics program such as Photoshop, and they need to be 111 pixels wide by 74 pixels wide. Now, for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to assume that you've already created your graphic or button, which is what I've done. I've already created my graphic, and I'm just going to be taking you through the technical steps of how to link up your Facebook page to the website. Now, in order to get started, we need to install an app, and there's a number of apps that can be used, but I use a particular one which is my favourite because it allows you to add more than one button. And the app that I use is called Woobox, and I'm going to go to the search at the top of Facebook and type in Woobox, and it's the Woobox HTML iframe tab that I'm going to install. And then I'm going to click on, you'll see that the page is refreshed to the tab, and I'm going to click this button here which says Install Page tab. The next step is to select which Facebook page you want to install it on. If, like me, you've got a number of pages, then a number of pages will show here, but I'm going to click Button Demo, which is the page that I've set up for this tutorial, and I'm going to click Add Page tab. And you'll then see that the page is now refreshing and a number of settings load. And you'll see in the corner here is my Facebook page, and you see the icon of my Facebook page, and here are all the settings. Now, this may look complex, but I'm going to take you through the simple steps of what you need to do. The first thing you're going to need to do is add that button graphic that we talked about, that's 111 pixels wide by 74 pixels high, and we do this by selecting here where it says Change Tab Image. So we click Change Tab Image, and then we click this button here which says Choose File, and then I'm going to find my button on my computer, and you would need to locate your button wherever it is located, and I'm going to quickly find my button, which is here. And I've got them in a folder here, and I'm going to select the button that I want to select, and I'm going to first of all link this button up to a website. So I'm going to click Open, and you'll see now that that button has now been added to the settings. The next step is to click a link, to insert a link for which the button will link to, and we do that by using redirect. We don't use URL, because if we use URL that would bring the website into Facebook. We want the button to go directly and open up a new website. So in order to do that, I'm going to open up a new tab and go to the website that I want to use, and I'm going to select the URL. So select the URL by doing Edit Copy. So I've copied that URL into my pasteboard, and I'm going back to the tab where we added our button here, and I'm going to paste in that URL. Here, see. The next step, we can ignore these other settings, is to give the button a name, and we're going to say visit our website, like that. And then all we need to simply do is click Save Settings. Now occasionally with this app I've noticed that we sometimes get this error notice appear here. If you experience this as well, all I suggest you do is go over here where it says enable timeline 810 pixels wide mode and click this little button here. If that one's selected, then you can click the other one and just click save settings, and that normally eradicates the issue. And it's now saying that the settings have been saved, so we can now go back to our web page and we should now see should now be able to see our button. You can see our button here. Now if we click that button, it will take us through to the website. Now this little warning box pops up, and that's only because I'm the admin of the page, and that will happen to you as well. And what this allows you to do is, if you wanted to, is to go back and edit the settings of that button that we've just installed. And we do that normally by clicking cancel, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to show you how to do that in a short while, and just click OK and show you how this button is taking us straight through to the website. So that's how we've installed one button. We're now going to install a second one by clicking the first one. Now the process here is slightly different when you install the second button. I'm going to take you through the steps. Here, as I just said, it's asking you, do you want to be redirected? I'm going to click cancel, where it asks me to be redirected, and I'm going to click settings. And this time I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and I'm going to install where it says install another tab, and I'm going to click this little mini spotlight icon, and I'm going to go across to the first one, HTML page tab hashtag 2, you should see that there, and I'm going to click that, and then once again I'm going to find my page, button demo, and then I'm going to go to this button here and click add page. And we're waiting for that to load. So this is a new button we're installing here. We're not rewriting over the old one. You can see the page is fresh, there's no button. And we're going to go through the same steps, and this time I'm going to add a blog button, which is going to redirect to the blog of my chosen website. So I'm going to click change tab image as before, and then I'm going to click this button here, choose file, and I'm going to find my blog graphic, which I've already made in Photoshop, which is 111 pixels wide by 74 pixels high, and I'm going to click open. And as before, I'm going to select redirect, and once again I'm going to get a URL from this website, and as before I've cut it and pasted the URL, copy, and then I'm going to paste the URL in here. And the next step, as before, is to type in a name for this button, and we're going to say visit our blog this time. And as before, we're going to simply click save settings. And probably as before, you may get this error, as I said, and all I do is I click this little button here and I click save settings, and that tends to overrun any issue. You can see the settings have been saved. So I'm going to click back to the website by clicking this button in the top left, and you can see we now have a second button. I'm going to now show you how to add the third button. Same process again as adding the second, so we click the button. We don't want the iframe host to redirect us because we want to change settings, so we're going to click cancel, we're going to click settings. We don't want to change any of these settings because that will change the settings of setting 2. We go down to the bottom and we're going to add a third button, and this should say HTML page tab number 3. Click that. We're going to choose the name of the Facebook page again, as before, add page tab, click button demo, and I'm going to click up here and add the page tab. And as before, we're adding our third button now. I'm going to change tab image, and I'm going to choose this button which says contact, and I'm going to select this button that says redirect, and I need a URL, a web link as before. So I'm going to go to the website, go to the contact page that I want to link to, copy the URL, edit, copy, go, and then go back to my Facebook page, paste it in here, edit, paste. That's the link I want, and I'm going to go down here and I'm going to give it a name, contact, and I'm going to click. So just to recap, this is the third button. I've put in my image, I've put in my URL that I took from the website I'm linking to, and I've put in a name, and I'm going to click Save Settings. And you can see we've then got this problem occurred error again, and I overrun this by clicking this button here which says enable timeline 810 wide mode, and I'm going to click Save Settings. And you now see it says settings have been saved, and we now, by clicking this button here where it says button demo, which whatever your Facebook page is called will appear in here, where you can click on the icon, take me back to the Facebook page, and we should now have a third button down here. Now this is useful because you can see we've got our likes button here. I'm going to show you how you can reorder these buttons, and you can do that by clicking the down arrow here. In the right hand corner I'm going to say I want to swap this with likes, and you can see it's swap position. And then I'm going to say, well, I don't like the ordering of these three buttons. I want it to be website first and blog and then contact. You can see at the moment contacts first. So again, in order to reorder these buttons, I'm going to click the down arrow, click the icon in the right hand corner, and click swap position with contact, and you can see those two have swapped. And now I'm going to swap blog and contact, click the pencil icon, swap with contact, and you can see that has changed the order. Click the arrow up, and we now have nice three branded looking buttons which match with our website and our images. And that is how you add a call to action button that links from your Facebook page to your website. Thank you for watching this tutorial.